Hello and welcome everyone. I am Nehal from Padhaku talking with Abhinav today. So Abhinav is one of that student, that person and that human who have come in contact with JS Associates as a company. So this company is something where students, people come together and work together and give the best to the society. So today we have Abhinav who would be talking about his profile, his company and something about himself so that you guys can learn most of it. So, Abhinav, like when I am talking to you, I would love to know about yourself and your company.
Okay, so hello everyone. I'm Abhinav. I completed my graduation in 2020. I am a decision analytics associate at ZS, and I have been part of ZS for the past 4 months. Talking about me, I've completed my graduation in electrical engineering, and now I am working in a business consultant firm. So, what my profile actually is, uh, we work on market research, growth strategies, and targeting for the clients that approach GS, and we provide them viable solutions using different software, then provide them a targeting list or a market strategy and everything like that.
Abhinav, could you also throw some light over what ZS Associates is all about?
Okay, so ZS Associates is actually a business consulting firm. Most of its clients are in the pharmaceutical industry. So what actually ZS does is it's a business consulting firm where clients approach ZS for their targeting strategy, for their sales definition, for their market research, for their patient level data analysis, and their growth strategies and the COVID analysis and everything like that. Thus, most of its clients are based on US, UK, and Japan. It's not most of these clients are actually part of ZS for a very long time, and ZS is currently trying to expand its business in India as well.
Great. I think whatever you told about the areas this company is covering is something where right now everyone needs to know, and right now everybody is trying to invest and trying to consult on all those bases. So, Abhinav, it is something where we are talking about your company, your profile. So the juniors who are coming or the freshers who are going to join your company in the near future. So what was that process? How did you go through? Like, what was the pre-placement practices you did that, say, your company is visiting in within 10 days or in a month? What was the practice you kept on to crack this aptitude or your interview?
Well, actually, ZS is a very long and tedious process of hiring. So when it came to the campus, it has actually opened for three different profiles. That was one was decision analytics associate, then there is business technology associate and business operation associate. So what actually was the process was there was first an aptitude test. Once you clear that aptitude test, you have to give a video round, and once you clear that video round, there is a case study round, and then there is a series of interviews, one with the technical aspect and one with the HR aspect. And if the committee thinks you fit, they'll offer you the position.
So, what the
So,
practices you kept on doing, preparing yourself, like uh, going on to some softwares or reading something, or what was that?
since it's a business consulting firm, what softwares that we talked about were Excel and SQL were the main part of, like the process. What GS admires expected for the students to do was Excel and SQL, and there was also some regression analysis, and there were some dashboard analysis like based on Tableau or Power GI, and there's different other softwares as well like Python and everything. But major of most of the expectation from the students by ZS was based on Excel and SQL analysis.
Great.
So this was my main target strategy when I prepared for ZS.
Great. So once you sat for this aptitude round, can you also share some questions or type of questions which appeared during the aptitude test?
So this aptitude test was basically divided into two different parts. One was based on basic mathematics and quant analysis, while the other was based on the English and the verbal analysis. Along with that, there were different levels of, different parts of the question, different buckets of the streams where the quant question were picked up. One was logical reasoning, which was quite a tough one to be honest. And then there was data interpretation and other quant aspects. If I talk about verbal analysis, there were basic English. If I say like a reading comprehension type and word meanings and synonyms and
And what was the time duration for the same?
It was around 60 minutes, and we had around 50 or 55 questions in total for this, round.
Okay, that means you need to maintain a lot of speed and thinking, analysis, and everything at the
Yes,
same
so
point of
like
time.
practically it comes down to 1 minute per question, and I guess like it does not make you can make much time in English level, but you have to give more time in the quant. So I guess that is a speed race.
And as you told that there were three job profiles which was offered by GS. So, like after completing your aptitude test, how many students were shortlisted for the next round?
Well, actually, it was total like it was open to all the branches, all the engineering branches, and out of those 700 total students, around 200 250 students appeared for that aptitude test, and out of those 200, around 100 and 120 were selected for the video round.
And what was video round all
Yes,
about?
and there was this video round based on your strengths and weakness, like basic HR questions, and there were this guesstimate rounds, and then there were this puzzles and personality questions, and they were just basically checking up how you will be able to cope up in a situation in which your manager does this, or in which you are given this situation, you have to be on a deadline and everything, like checking up on how you will manage into different situations.
So, was it like that you were facing
Yes,
the camera and then the questions were appearing, and then you had to record yourself, and then
yes,
that would be
exactly,
uploaded,
yes,
right?
exactly.
So, how many students were then shortlisted after that?
Okay, so yeah,
Do you
if I
remember?
talk about PEC, so around 40 to 45 students were actually shortlisted from that video round. And
And then that we
yes,
had case
and then we
study
had
round,
case
right?
studies.
And now also, if you could let us know what case studies were given to you and how different or difficult it
So
was.
since it's a business consulting firm, the case studies were basically related with the profit and loss, market research, growth strategies, sales, and everything. Like a basic data analysis point of view. Like they were given some charts and tables. You have to figure out what kind of numbers would actually make the profit for the firm and what would not help the firm in establishing any growth.
So, what was there any time duration for the same, or you were asked to write it down at the same point of time or discuss it with somebody?
No, actually, we were given, a paper. We were given a question on in the form of leaflet, and we were given about an hour to, do the all the analysis and come up with a solution. And then there was a, interview round regarding that case study where we have to present a solution to the panelists. So in which we discussed how we came to that
Okay.
solution and why we took this analysis and not for the comparison and everything. So we have to provide her our point of.
So, was the interview totally based on the solutions, or it differed from some different situations as well?
So this interview was basically based on the case study itself. So once you crack this, there were different interviews, but this one primarily dealt with the case study. So suppose there were for me there were like 5 questions, and since I was able, like I would say I was able to give answer to four and majority of them. So which one I was not able to give, I provided the theory about it. Like okay, I got this into this, I got the solution. I'm not sure this is the correct one, but this is my approach. So this whole interview was basically
Okay.
based on that case itself.
Okay. So, after that,
After that, there was a technical interview based on my resume and my skill set, and in which we discussed about various puzzles and guesstimates. And there was this SQL query analysis in which they told us to write SQL queries based on joins and unions. And then there was technical aspect like how much well coherent I am in Excel and other software.
how many panelists were there during your interview?
So for the case study, it was actually just one. For the second interview, there were actually two, and for the HR interview, there was
Okay.
only one. But luckily, I didn't have to get to the HR interview. My selection was done on the technical.
Oh wow, that is so great that you had no chance to go for the HR interview. You were so when you told me that your interview went about your CV and skill sets and resume, the students who are joining, who would be joining, what would be the suggestion that this is a must on your resume, or this project must be there in your resume, or what are the skill sets which they need to refer for this one?
Okay. So one thing that I like to advise everyone if they are applying for GS is they must have knowledge about Excel. They must have knowledge about PowerPoint. They must have knowledge about SQL, Python, like little bit of Python, and then little bit of Tableau. But they should know the most about the Excel, like an advanced level Excel, because that is what they're looking for. Most of the data is done on Excel, so that is one thing that I'll suggest. Second thing, they'll look onto your resume. It won't be it won't be the CGPA that they will be looking for. They'll be looking for the project that you have done, like what kind of projects you have done, what kind of analysis you have done in your past, what kind of internships you have done. So they'll be looking at that and they'll be questioning that. What did you do during your course of internship there? And what kind of projects have you done in your minor projects as a major project? So I'll say that students have to
Great.
choose wisely on the their projects so that they should, if they're thinking about going into the.
Great. And as you told that it has been 4 months that you're working with ZS. So if you could share your experience, how it have been and how learning opportunities you got and how much growth do you see in yourself?
Okay. Since my joining, it has all been virtual. I haven't been to the office itself because of the current pandemic situation. But to be honest, I have seen myself getting pretty great at different softwares. I learned Tableau once I came to ZS, and my team has been very helpful about it because my team actually is not working on Tableau, and they still gave me the the IDs to look for and learn Tableau itself. So I'll say ZS is a pretty much good firm to work at, and there have been pretty much extended work hours, but only in case of some certain deadlines when you have to meet them. In any case, like suppose if you do not have any work for that day, they do not bother you to text you to be online all the time. So that's a good thing that I like about GS. And talking about the work that I have been given, I have been like it's almost time that I've completed my first project, and it has been pretty hell of a ride. It has been pretty great, and yes, I literally like working at GS.
After hearing to all of your journey at ZS and the procedure you went through, what is that one tip which you would like to share with your juniors, or one tip that is going to for sure help them to build not only coming to ZS or maybe some other company, but yes, what is that tip for your students?
Uh, I guess one thing, every firm, every consulting firm, whether it is in finance or whether it is in some any other industry, but any consulting firm will always look into what confidence level you come up with during the. Even if you do not know a question, you have the guts to say that you do not know a question, and but this is how you are approaching it. So they'll be looking at your personality, they'll be looking at how you speak and what gestures you make during a conversation. So that I guess has a pretty big impact on the interviewer in any case. So this is something that I like everyone to furnish that skill that to woo the interviewee with your talking skills.
Great. So Abhinav has 2 points or 1 point which says that confidence is must, and you need to be consistent enough to face the interviews and build those confidence during the
Exactly.
conversations. So Abhinav, so it was lovely talking to you. It felt great hearing your journey and everything. On behalf of Padaku, I take this opportunity to thank you for coming for this show, for coming and letting us know how things have been to your end. And we wish you all the luck for your future and all the luck for your journey with ZS in the near future. That is what Padaku is all about, helping and elaborating and evolving a lot of different styles with the people. So we wish you
Thank you
all
so
the
much.
luck
Thank you.
and